Hello everyone, in this video we're going to explore this more challenging question on the 2025 Vietnam National High School Mathematics exam. Alright, before we're going to dive into this question, let's take a look to see how the test looks like. Alright, so here's the test. The test is within 90 minutes and has 3 sections. Section 1 has 12 MCQs. Section 2 has 4 true and false questions. Section 3 has 6 FRQ, in which the first FRQ is considered the most challenging question. Alright, now we're going to go back to this question. Nam is participating in a puzzle solving competition. According to the rules of the game, the player needs to choose 6 numbers from the set s equals 11 all the way to 19 and assign each number to a position label A, B, C, M, N, and P, as shown in the diagram right here, so that each position receives exactly 1 number. The puzzle is considered solved if the set of the numbers at the position A and B, B and C, and C, P, A, each forms an arithmetic sequence. Nam randomly selects 6 numbers from set S and randomly assigns them to the required positions. Let the probability that Nam solves the puzzle in this way be 1 over A. What is the value of A? Alright, Nam randomly selects 6 numbers from the set S, right? So the set S has how many numbers? It's going to be 9 numbers from 11 to 19, right? So when he picks 6 out of 9, it's going to be the combination of 9, 6, right? So it's going to be 9 factorial over 6 factorial times 9 minus 6 factorial, right? Now I'm going to simplify this one. It's going to be 6 factorial times 7 times 8 times 9, right? Over 6 factorial. 9 minus 6 is going to be 3. 3 factorial equals 6, right? 6, which means 2 times 3, right? Now I'm going to simplify this guy. 6 and 6 factorial cancel out, right? 9, 3, this guy equals 3. 8 divided by 2 is going to be 4, right? So 7 times 4 times 3 is going to be 84. Now remember, this one is not the final total possible outcomes, right? Because when he picks 6 numbers out of 9 numbers right here, he has 6 permutations to rearrange these 6 numbers, right? For example, if he put 11 right here, 12 right here, 13 right here, 14 here, 15 here, 16 here, he could put 11 right here, right? And 16 here, right? So it will be 6 factorial. And then if you multiply this guy, it turns out to be 84 times 720, right? And it's going to be 60,480 possible outcomes, right? Now we need to calculate the valid outcomes, right? How do we do it? We're going to take a look at this one right here. The puzzle is considered solved if the set of the numbers at the position A and B, B and C, and CBA right here, each forms an arithmetic sequence. So what does it mean? We look at A, M, and B right here. If these 3 numbers right here forms an arithmetic sequence, it means M equals A plus B divided by 2, right? The next one right here, N equals B plus C divided by 2. And the last one right here, P equals A plus C divided by 2, right? Now I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. So does that mean I have. Now observe that the left hand side right here always even numbers, right? So if the left hand side is even number, the right hand side must be even, right? Now in order for A plus B to be even, A and B must be either even or odd, right? For example, if you have 4 plus 6, it's going to be 10 even, right? Or you have 3 plus 5, it's going to be 8, it's still even, right? This side odd, right? But you cannot have 4 plus 3, because one odd, one even, it's going to be odd, right? So you can say that if A, B, C even, it's going to be what? 12, 14, 16, and 18, right? If ABC is odd, it's going to be 11, 13, 15, 17, and 19, right? We're going to check the first case. You need to pick 3 numbers for A, B, C out of 4 numbers right here. Combination of 3 out of 4, right? Now you need to be careful. For example, if you pick 12, 14, and 16, you put it over here, right? Now average of 12 and 14 is going to be 13, right? Average 14 and 16 is going to be 15. Average of 12 and 16 is going to be 14. Now observe that this guy and this guy overlapping, right? But look at this one right here. Each position receives exactly 1 number, right? So 3 numbers A, B, and C cannot be consecutive, right? So you need to eliminate 3 consecutive numbers, right? Which is 12, 14, and 16 is the first triple, right? The second one, 14, 16, 18 is the second triples, right? So you need to subtract 2, right? So this guy turns out to be 4 factorial over 3 factorial, and 4 minus 3 is going to be 1 factorial, right? So it turns out to be 4 minus 2 is going to be 2, right? Now the second one, if A, B, C are odd numbers, right? So you're going to pick 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So it's going to be a combination of 3 out of 5, right? Now you need to be careful. Again, you cannot pick 3 consecutive numbers, right? So you need to eliminate the first one right here, 11, 13, 15, right? 3 consecutive odd numbers. Or the second one, 13, 15, and 17. Or the third one, 15, 17, and 19, right? One more thing you need to consider is 11, 15, and 19, right? So there are 4 triples that violate the rules, right? So you need to subtract 4. And it turns out to be 5 factorial over 3 factorial. 5 subtract 3 is going to be 2 factorial, right? Minus 4. So it turns out to be 3 factorial times 4 times 5 over 3 factorial times 2 minus 4, right? Because 2 factorial equals 2. So this guy cancel out, right? So 4 times 5 equals 20 divided by 2 is going to be 10. 10 subtract 4 is going to be 6, right? So total is going to be 6 plus 2 is going to be 8, right? So you have 8 triples for A, B, and C. And you can permutate each triple, right? Then you need to multiply by 3 factorial. So this guy turns out to be 8 times 6 is going to be 48, right? Now finally, 48 is the valid outcomes, right? And the total possible outcomes is right here, right? So the answer is 48 divided by 60,480, right? And if you divide this one, it's going to be 1 over 1260, right? Now the question say Let the probability that name solves the puzzle in this way be 1 over a. What is the value of a? So this guy equals 1 over a. Then a equals 1260. After seeing the test, do you think that you can ace this test within 90 minutes? And if you have another way to solve this problem, please leave a comment and it's good time to stop. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember that if you failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail.
We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine.